Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to part 2 of the rust repair of my Saab 9.5 Aero Wagon. On tonight's episode, I'm going to continue with the rust repair. I'm going to do one additional coat of glazing putty. And then also on tonight's episode, I think I'm going to try and fix some bumper scratches, which I originally was just going to use touch-up paint, but since I'm doing this anyways, I'm going to throw a little bit of glazing putty on those and try and cover them up a little bit better than just using the touch-up paint. So the first step is going to be another layer of glazing putty on the fender or quarter panels. Then once that dries good enough, I'm going to sand it down with 600. Then I'm going to primer it, paint it, clear coat it, and then polish. And then hopefully this project will be done. So stay tuned. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do to fix these scratches, I'm going to sand it down with some 180 grit sandpaper, just to give me something for the glazing putty to adhere to. So I went ahead and sanded down the second layer of glazing putty with 320 grit sandpaper. I masked off the area. I use these papers folded in half, which will feather the paint so it doesn't get a hard line, which will hopefully blend it a little bit better. But I'm just using some regular self-etching primer to coat this now. And then I'll use the color match spray cans that I got. Alright, so it's been a few days, and by a few days I mean a few weeks, and the last step is going to be to blend and polish this area. So for that I'm going to use some 2000 grit sandpaper and then some 3000 grit, and then I'm going to polish it. So for this I'm just going to use a wet sponge and wrap the sandpaper around it, and I'm probably just going to do the area that can be seen, and I'm just going to try and blend it into the paint a little bit so it's not as noticeable, the line. Pretty simple process. guys, so that's a wrap on this episode. I'm gonna put in some panning shots so you can see how it came out. I'm pretty happy with the results. The body fitment isn't perfect and the blend isn't perfect, but I plan on doing a full paint correction for this car. So I think once I do that, it's gonna end up looking a lot better than it does right now. Yeah, I probably half-assed my polishing and sanding tonight. I just wanted to get it done. I played 2 hockey games tonight, so I'm absolutely exhausted, but I just wanted to get this project done so I can start driving the car. I got my new HVAC unit in, so that's working. Blender door is still sticking, but it's actually working right now, so I'll probably replace that before winter, but honestly it's stuck on cold most of the time, so for right now it'll work. I'm just waiting for the serpentine belt kit to go back in stock on the website I used to buy Saab parts. It's on back order right now to stop my squeal. I just keep lubricating it. Hopefully that'll get me down the road a little bit. And then eventually I'm gonna do the front suspension refresh. I'm in the same boat there where it's all on back order. I guess it is kind of getting hard to find Saab parts if you don't know where to look, but I'm sure I'll find it and I'll get it done when the time comes. I'm not too worried about it right now. And then also I'm gonna do a full detail of the car eventually, but I think I'm gonna start driving it a little bit now that got most of the stuff done that I want to. And I'm actually gonna start working on my black BMW because I wanna go ahead and get that car sold just because I have a lot of money into it and I never drive it. So I'm gonna start working on that next and put the Saab on hold for a little bit and then come back to the Saab because this thing's not really worth anything. So I'm just gonna keep it and mess around with it. Hope you guys liked this episode. If you really liked it, then go ahead and like and subscribe so you can see more content of me working on my wagons or whatever cars I find. I'm kind of getting the itch to buy something new, but I want to sell that black BMW first before I buy any more cars because I think 3 is my limit for what I'm comfortable with. I just get too stressed out having more than 3 and all the issues they have. But thank you guys for watching and I hope you have a good night. Thank you. Bye.